Hey guys, Brad M73 here. Welcome back to Flashing Lights as I take a look at the fire mode or the firefighter portion of the game. Now the firefighter part of the game is probably the most fleshed out of all the different game modes. So I think right now there's probably between like 8 and 10 call-outs. I'm going to try to get as many of those as I can in this episode. There we go, Firefighter. And again, just one bot or one male. We got a couple different bodies here depending on which one you want. You can have, different colored fire hats. Let's see. Guess I'll choose red, and like the police officer, you get choice of a couple different glasses, but typically you don't need sunglasses going into a fire. Again, this releases October, June 7th, which is today, 2018. And all right, so here we are at the fire station. We've got our fireman here, which won't look me in the eye. Okay, there we go. He's kind of looking at us now. We've got the fire truck where we can open the door. You can even get in to the other seat. Wait, was he just like he was? Wait a second. Oh, it looked like he had his hand on the like a steering wheel that wasn't there. All right, so container fire at address. One thing I wish that we could actually see is where that address is. Oops. And we can actually move to the inside the truck view, which is kind of cool. Very simple graphics, though. Nothing really too exciting. Building fire. Let's go ahead and accept that. We have the trunk here on the side. So we've got fire extinguisher, a water hose, and the hose engine, which cannot be implemented yet. We've got basically the medic bag, the jaws of life, or the spreaders, a ladder and axe, which both are not implemented, and then traffic cones and spare tire. Again, those are not implemented. There's really nothing else on the truck that you can do. You can get into the trunk on the other side as well, or on this side. So let's go and see where this next fire is. Hit the K button on the keyboard to start up the truck. Building's going to be burnt down by the time we get there. And go, first person. Looks like the fire is going to be up here on the right. Now, of all the three game modes, I've definitely spent the most time, in the fire mode, probably because, it's the most fleshed out right now. Meaning that there's, again, like only 8 to 10 call-outs, but that's more, that's like, the police right now only have one call-out. And the where's a fire hydrant? Okay, there we go. Oh my gosh. Somebody is getting a parking ticket. Oh, it's just a bin fire. Okay. Says we have to put out 8 fires. So basically all you do is hold the water on the little fire symbol. Unlike emergency or NYC emergency, I don't know. It's like NYC emergency. I don't know. I don't know how it's spelled, but it's on Steam. That actually went into early access, I think, last October, and is much more realistic as far as firefighting goes. Now the smoke effect actually looks pretty good. That's literally about the best thing I've seen in this game is the smoke effect. But yeah, firefighting can't really get much worse than this. I mean, this is incredibly boring. Every fire is exactly like this. I would rather them not tell you where the fire is, the fire symbol, and we just have to constantly kind of spray around until the fire goes away. I mean, that's how it is in real life. You don't have a fire symbol that slowly disappears. Of course, that might also frustrate some players when they can't figure out where it is. So, I don't know. Darned if you do, darned if you don't. Alright, so there's that. We can... Oh, all we have to do to put the hose away is just walk up and bam, and it instantly goes away. So we'll go back on to Fire Patrol here. Turn off our lights. Building fire, yes. Oh great. Oh gosh. It's like the worst one to get to. I had to pick the worst one. Well, you don't really pick them, because you can't tell where they're at. The streets don't have a name, or any names. There's no speed limits in the game, so... it's kind of, extremely limited on what you can do. So it looks like we've got this switchback to go back and forth on. Do I want to go first person? I don't know. Don't stop, keep going. Another thing that kind of disappointed me is there's not any vehicle damage. I remember, just for fun, I decided to ramp the fire truck off one of these switchbacks, and it basically just flew all the way down to the city. Maybe I'll do it here. Oh wait, I've done this one before. Okay. Over. And you got to be kind of careful driving into here because the terrain needs to be oops. Keep the lights on. Now here we don't have a fire hydrant. So really all we can do is go in and get fire extinguishers. I don't like these trunk menus either, because you actually have to use the keyboard. I actually have to take my hand off the mouse. People are like, oh my god, first world problems. But it's kind of strange that, the developer didn't think to, make it accessible. You could use the scroll wheel on your mouse to scroll up or down, or otherwise just use the WASD keys, WASD, to move around those menus. Okay, my fire extinguisher is out, so basically I have to go back and get another one. gotta use my keyboard again. Okay. And there is an indicator at the bottom left that shows how much, I guess, you know, like a percentage of fire extinguisher retardant you have. Okay, so we've got that. That away. And we'll go back in the truck and... Oh, wait a second. I wonder if I can just ramp off right here. Well, there's the switchback. I guess we could ramp right down there if we go straight off of here. Again, this isn't something I would normally do in the game, but I just want to kind of do this to show you guys that there's, you know, not any damage, you know, vehicle damage. Okay, got another building fire somewhere. Oh, it's behind us. Oh gosh. Like the worst place. Alright, let's ramp off the cliff here. Nothing. And if the vehicle gets stuck, like watch. Boink! Oh. Boink. Kind of got a, you know, some magnetism to it. Which is good, I guess. Come on now. So we'll just head out to the fire. Hopefully I remember how to get there. I think I do. Now, right now, I think all the other vehicles, the NPC vehicles, or non-player characters, if you guys don't know what NPC means, they basically all top out at 25 miles an hour. So, yeah, it gives the unrealistic impression that we're actually going faster than we are. All right, so the burning house should be right over there, off to the left of the... Yep, I can see it. Right there, but we can't swim across the lake to get to there. I don't know, maybe we could. Maybe we could even drive across the lake. Much easier to go this way because otherwise you're just going, whoops, you're going through constant switchbacks and turns and things like that. It just, you know, kind of slows everything down. Oh! Yeah, vehicle collisions currently have no, you know, impact on reputation. Here we are. And again, we've got to rely on fire extinguishers. We got to put out 6 fires. 1. Two. Oh, just ran out. Yeah, I think that they could do a lot better on the, you know, the stream coming out of the fire extinguisher doesn't really seem very realistic. So, I mean, again, these graphics are from, like, 2004, so I guess beggars can't be choosers. And we're out again. Now, typically all fire trucks, especially like a ladder truck, is going to have, you know, like a water tank on the truck. Usually they're a few hundred gallons. Kind of enough to get things started while, you know, other crew members are actually connecting up the main lines to the water system. But nope, not in this game. Okay, so now we have a report of a driver trapped. And he's kind of at the upper... Okay. Now, instead of going down through the city, I'm actually going to go counterclockwise around the highway, because I think it'll be a little bit faster. We won't have to slow down for the city traffic or anything. And this will also, if you haven't seen my map tour video, this will kind of give you a little bit of a map tour, in case you haven't seen it. Whoa, drifting. Oh gosh. Sorry. About halfway there now. Yeah, the pop in on this game, or the, you know, the draw distance is pretty bad. This is 2018. I don't know if they're just using an old version of Unity or what. This game, I believe, does run on the Unity engine, which is, you know, part of the problem. But, you know, we've seen some really nice games run on Unity, too. I think BattleTech runs on Unity, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Going into oncoming traffic now. That is the fastest way to get to... Oh. So now we've got a trapped driver up here. So now we have to get the jaws of life. We're the spreaders. Oh, here we go. You have to hold the right mouse button and then the left mouse button. And that's about as easy as that gets. We'll run back and get our medic bag. Why I need the medic bag and why the medic doesn't go up and treat the guy, I have no idea. He's looking pretty dead. So all you have to do is just look at different parts of his body. And then sometimes it's hard to see. There is another one on his back right here. So that's it. That's all we've got to do, aside from getting our medic bag, which sometimes you can easily get, sometimes you cannot. Injured. Oh, okay. There we go. Why is my guy looking backward like that? No idea. Alright, so let's see what the game will bring. Hopefully a new mission that we haven't done yet, but sometimes I have seen missions repeat, 2 or 3 times in a row. Another building fire. Okay, this time it is a barn fire. Okay, so we gotta go back the way we came. These drivers are incredibly rude. And the ambulance is gone. I've never actually stayed around at a scene to see if, the ambulance just magically disappears or what. So now we have to head to the northeast side of the map. I was kind of hoping to get a good variety of missions, so I'm glad for this video. I'm not being let down. We haven't had any repeat yet. Oh, I just noticed that they have call IDs on them. So this one says call ID 2. So I wonder if, all call ID 2s are the same fire. I'll have to, maybe I'll make a note of that. Honestly, as much as I've been playing this game, I'm surprised I've never noticed that before. There's the barn fire right ahead of us. You can either drive off-road. Again, absolutely no penalty for driving off-road. Or we're going to do it the right way. Again, I am playing this with keyboard and mouse. I'm not sure if I mentioned that earlier. Gosh, the pop-in of all those bales is just makes my blood boil. No penalty. Okay. Fire extinguisher. This one's a bit harder to see. Yeah. we're out. Okay, now it's kind of hard to see these other fires. If I can get it from the inside here. And as far as I'm aware, this is literally the only building that we can go inside of. Out again. Thank gosh we have infinity fire extinguishers on the fire truck. Okay. And we are done. See what we get next. Headed back out to the main road. Okay, driver trapped again. That's going to be back at the same place as before. So we have our first repeating mission. And this is basically the extent of the gameplay for this. I mean, you just, you know, there's no paperwork, there's no, you know, going back to the fire station and eating with your buddies. It's just call after call. No day or night cycle. And I'll be honest, this gets boring really quick. I get that the game is in early access, but I mean, I was really expecting there to be a lot more content to the game, especially considering how long ago I heard about this game. Because it's been, I would say, at least a year, probably well over a year, since I first heard about this game. And, you know, had some kind of idea of what was going to be involved with the game. And then, you know, to see that this is really all there is, I do have to say I'm disappointed. I am going to give the developer the benefit of the doubt, and, you know, I am going to follow up occasionally on this game to see, you know, what kind of improvements there are. Now, the game is being distributed by Excalibur Excalibur Publishing, which, if you guys are familiar with Excalibur, as I am, they're kind of like a budget title, not developer, but a publisher. And a lot of the games that they've published in the past, and with some exceptions, you know, for example, they actually publish the Euro Truck Simulator series, and I think even American Truck Simulator in the UK. But that, you know, that's just for distribution, as far as I'm aware. But you know, a lot of the other budget games that they've developed were kind of abandoned, and I just have a fear that that's going to happen with this game. I hope it doesn't, but again, just kind of my fear right now. Oh, what the heck? It's still asking me for the spreaders? Okay, now okay. Again, this is the medic's job. But you don't have to click anything, you just look at the guy. And hopefully I can get my bag. Get off of my bag. All right. Emergency lights off. And we'll kind of head back towards the city. Should get a call any second now. Another container fire. Okay, that one's out in the desert. So I guess we're heading into the desert. There's also a couple container fires here in the city. There's one I can think of right off the top of my head that we actually already passed. There's another building fire that I was hoping we would get by now, but we haven't, here in the city. And that's really about all the calls. Oh, and there's 2 container fires out here in the desert. You see where we're going to. No, there's 3, I'm sorry. And actually, this container fire I've not gotten before. Driving through some construction here. Alright, here's the container fire. Now, do we have a fire hydrant out here, though? I'm shocked that there's not a fire hydrant here. Alright, so... fire extinguisher, it is. So really, you know, we've kind of covered the gamut as far as the types of calls that are in the game right now. You know, the developer hasn't really said, you know, what additional types of game or calls there are going to be. You know, due to the limited equipment and things like that's currently in the game, I mean, I just don't know. I don't have very high expectations. That's what I'm trying to say. And I think, you know, for that reason, I think this is going to kind of continue to fill that budget title role. Again, complete, you know, guess on my part, but yeah, usually there is a another container fire kind of on the eastern side of the map, almost directly east of where I'm at. You'll see like a little loop coming in on the east side of the map, directly east and slightly above my position. It's basically slightly south of that, and then the loop that's there on the very southeast. Here's a driver trapped again. I'm not going to accept that call because that's going to take us back up. We've done that twice. The loop down at the very bottom right or southeast corner of the map in the desert. There's another, garbage bin fire exactly like this one. I think there's like 5 of those on the map, so that's like 5 of the call-outs right there. Or 4, maybe there's 4. Container fire. Let's see where this one is. Okay, so yeah, there is another container fire. So yeah, there's at least 5 container fires that I know about. So we'll head back and put that one out. Ooh, we're going 93, eh? No problem. Wow. Can we go through here? Yeah, we can. Nice. Whoa! We even knocked those over? Yeah, we did. Be sure to, comment on how awesome my driving is. Give my grade my driving from 1 being the absolute worst to 10 being absolutely perfect. I would say that anything below a 10 is, lies, because we all know that my driving is awesome. So see, call ID 8, so we know that there are at least 8 calls in the game. Oh wait, I've done this one before. Okay. Okay, stop to exit vehicle, no problem. Finally hook up the water hose again. There's no variation on like a wide stream or narrow stream. You just get the narrow stream. Bam, we're done with that one. That, doesn't get any easier. Hopefully we'll get the building fires that's here in the city. Usually those are the ones I get a lot. And we've been getting kind of a good variety, but, calls from all over the map. Me a call. Do it now. Container fire again. Please not be... Oh, got another container fire. How the heck are we going to get to that one? Oh, I think I figured it out. No. water hose. Gosh, what was that? Can I get... I wonder if I can hit it from back here. Nope. Okay. Now, the nice thing is there's no limit on... You can essentially just run forever with this hose. I've ran all over the place with one, and I have not... Okay, so here's call ID 9. Or wait, maybe, is that the 9th call that we've done? Maybe that's it. Maybe it's the 9th call that we've done in this episode. I haven't really been paying attention to the numbers, but they have been sequential. At least 8, you know, because I know the last call was 8. See what we get. Why is he not putting... Okay, this is a bug. There we go. Building fired address, all ID 1. Okay. Okay, so here's the... It's right, right here. There must be an arsonist in the area. Okay. All right. Start putting the fires out. And again, I think the fire is the weakest part of the game. It's the most fleshed out, but it's also the weakest. It just doesn't look good. I mean, these are not believable fires. Okay, gotta get back further. And I mean, again, we get these reputation points, but they currently don't have any meaning in the, you know, they don't have any use in the game. You know, it's not like you use them to buy better equipment or anything like that. I mean, it would kind of be nice if they, you know, had you on kind of a smaller truck and you worked your way up to a ladder truck. We're driving a ladder truck, we can't even operate the ladder. So there's always that problem. Alright, there's that, and I can't, there's one other call out that we haven't gotten. And it's a building fire, and that's the only other one I can think of. A driver trapped, we're definitely not taking that one. Because it's the same. The driver trapped call, it's always the same driver in the exact same location. Does not change. But the only other fire call is going to be up here. Container fire, let's not do that one. So, you know, again, about 10 call outs on the fire department here. Okay, so there's buildings straight ahead. This kind of tan building straight ahead. There's usually, you know, that's the other call out that I usually get. I don't know why the light's not turning, but building at fire. Call ID 1. Is that the one we already? Oh, that's the one that we just had. All right, guys. Well, that is really going to be it for this episode. Again, I'm just kind of showcasing flashing lights so that you can kind of see what the state of the game is. Now, the game is going to be releasing in just a few hours. By the time you view this video, it's probably already going to be released in early access on Steam. Today is June 7th, 2018. It's about 1 o'clock in the morning, and so I'm just kind of trying to get a couple more videos done for tomorrow to showcase the fire and EMS portions of the game. I've also already done a map overview, as well as kind of a showcase of the police department. So yeah, this is the the same call that we just came from. So that's it. This is flashing lights. Let me know what you guys think of the game down in the comment section below. Be sure to like this video if you found it informative, and let me know, are you going to pick it up, or you think you're going to pass, or are you just going to wait to see if the game gets better? I'm hopefully, I'm hoping it does get better as time goes on. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. Flashing lights, guys. Hit like. Please subscribe for this and many more videos. I am Brad M73, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.